Okay, children. Here, today I am with revision exercise of chapter 1 of class 10 geography. That is resources and development. In the series of video lecture from 1 to 14, I have given almost every point. I have tried to diagnose each sentence with all geographical facts. Today, I am starting a new series that is revision exercises where I'll give you the questions and explanatory answers. The question will comprise of 1 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks. First, begin with 1 mark question. That is, it is what is resource? So your simple answer will be, resource is a natural substance which has ability to fulfill human desire. Again, I am saying resource is any natural substance which has ability to fulfill human desire. Next question will be, what is resource and what are the preconditions for a substance to be resource? Then answer will be, a resource is a natural substance which has ability to fulfill human desire. It comprises of 3 criteria, that there are 3 preconditions required for it. They are, the natural substances must be technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. Third question arises is that what are the functions of natural resources? Then answer will be, functions of natural resources are 3. One is the natural elements in the form of raw material, that is raw nature. Second function is technology. As much is the developed technology, as much is the level of resources developed. And third is the institutions developed by human beings. So what you will do, you will draw a triangle. In the center, you will write human being. The upper vertex, you will write natural elements or natural resources. Lower left side, bottom vertex, you will write technology, and lower right, bottom part, vertex, you will write institution. Then question arises, what are the different modes of classification of resources? Here, your answer will be, there are 4 bases of classification of resources. That is, first, on the basis of origin. Resources are of 2 types. One source of origin is biological organisms known as biotic resources. These resources are plants, animals, all the 5 kingdoms of classification which you have studied in bio class 8 to 9, that is Protista, Monera, fungi, plantae, animalia. Then plants and animal dead and decomposed remains buried inside the earth in the form of petroleum, coal, limestone, etc. They are biotic resources. As far as abiotic resources are concerned, abiotic resources are those resources which have its origin in lifeless rocks, water and air. Those rocks which have origin in igneous rock. So minerals obtained from igneous rock and the subsequent erosion and depositions like iron, copper, etc. They have lifeless attributes. And water, air, etc. are abiotic, means lifeless resources. So this is the first way of classification on the basis of origin. One originated from life, another originated from non-life. Third, that is second basis of classification is on the basis of exhaustibility. Here, I have discussed that on the basis of exhaustibility, resources are of two types. One is renewable resource. Those resources which are used and does not lose the property of utility and again can be used number of times. Example, forest, water, air. Here, what we have to do, we will have to maintain quality and quantity both as they are. Ironically, the quality and quantity of these renewable resources have declined by human interference. Repercussion I'll discuss later when there are problems of sustainable development and resource development. Second one is non-renewable resources. Those resources which are used once, after that it ceases, it loses its characteristics of utility. Example, example is that those resources like metals, coal, petroleum, they are used once and after that they lose their property. They cannot be reused against. So again they can't be used, that's why they are non-renewable. Third, basis of classification is on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, resources are on the of the four types. They are private resources, that is individual resources. Those resources which are owned by individual, like this laptop through which I am recording this lecture is mine. That's why it is my personal or my private. You are using your own method, or that is a mobile phone or laptop through which you are listening my video. That is your or someone else. So that is private resources. Then there is public resource. Those resources which belongs to every individual. Anybody can use it. But nobody owns it. Everybody can use it and can preserve the quality and quantity of that, like public roads, railways, public parks, etc. They all are public properties, rivers. Third, which is very important, is national resource. I have discussed. National resource is resource lying in geographic territory, that is land boundary, land territory of India, along with 12 nautical miles from coastline, that is mean sea level, into deep sea. That is 19.2 kilometer. 1 nautical mile is equal to 1.6 kilometer. So 12 nautical mile extends to 19.2 kilometer in the deep sea from the coast. So that part of the ocean along with whole mainland of territory of India together is referred to as national resource. Here, any national citizen or the government can harness, can use, can exploit resources. Here, exploitation does not mean misuse, abuse of the resources. In national resource, there is one part that is exclusive economic zone. This you have to make it very clear that from the outer boundary of 12 nautical mile in the deep sea up to 125 nautical mile in the ocean, up to which India has got exclusive right to use its resources. Example, Mumbai High, which is oil drilling center of India in Arabian Sea, 175 kilometers west of Mumbai, also called as Sagar Samrat, is exploited, harnessed in exclusive economic zone. The Basin gas reserve, located just north of Sagar Samrat, is part of India's exclusive economic zone. So, exclusive economic zone is the geographical region lying beyond 12 nautical mile from coastline to 125 nautical mile, that is 200 kilometer in the ocean. That has come under territorial water body treaty, deep where deep water treaty was convened by UN body. Fourth type of resource on the basis of ownership is international resource. Here, any geographic region in the deep sea, deep ocean, beyond 200 nautical mile, 125 nautical mile plus 12 nautical mile, that is beyond exclusive economic zone in ocean, where every nation of the world has been given right to do international trade, navigation, scientific research. That is all those activities which are for the benefit of every citizen of the world, for the sake of humanity. Those resources are called international resources. Ironically, Japan hunts its fish, that too, the majority of whale from international resources. Japan does hunting from deep sea. So is the stupidity of European powerful nations, so-called powerful nations, European nations as well as USA, Japan, etc. They don't comply with the international treaty and they are involved in all malpractices of utilizing resources there. Now, fourth criteria for resource for the classification of resources is on the basis of level of development of resources. Here, resources again are of four types. They are potential resource, developed resource, reserved, and stock. Potential resources are those resources for which we have developed technology and we are now in the process of using it. Again, you understand. With the available technology, whatever resources are stored to us, which we will use today or tomorrow, they are known to us, is called potential resource. Then, developed resource is that resources which are there, we have developed technology. Now, we will harness that resource in future for our business. Reserve resources are those resources for which we have not developed technology, but we know that in future, by the development of technology, we will harness those resources, are reserve resources. And stock are those known and unknown resources for which we have not developed technology. So again, potential where technology is developed and it is ready for our use. Developed resource where technology is there, it is not ready. Tomorrow it will become ready for us to use. Then reserve resources, we have not developed technology, but we know the technological know-how that tomorrow we will use the technology. We will develop technology to harness that, and stock resources are those for which technology has not been developed, and they are both known and unknown resources. So these are the classification of resources on different bases. Now here starts very important, significant topic, that is resource development. Resource development is a process, a method by which we transform raw material into finished goods. This has been in practice right from ancient times since the evolution of human being till date. But the pace of utilization and development of resources accelerated only after industrial revolution. Industrial revolution predominantly started in Europe, where machines were devised. Those machines turned into modern day technology, which are ruthlessly out of greed exploiting resources. So we have three problems emerged out of resources development. That is irrational depletion of natural resources. That is what? Resources have not been harnessed for its utility. Resources have depleted, destroyed. Second, for the sake of greed of the people, for satisfaction of the greed of the people, what has happened that those resources have been developed and a number of environmental consequences, ill consequences like greenhouse effect, global warming, ozone layer depletion, etc. have developed. And third, that at the global level, there has been increased socio-economic disparity as well as huge loss of biodiversity. These all are the problems out of resources development. This blind development has compelled the environmentalists both at the government order as well as at the non-governmental order because our future is at stake. One incident of 1952 in Britain that it was peak hour of office when people in their vehicles were heading towards office. Immediately at 10 a.m. when visibility was good, immediately visibility became too poor that even at the one hand distance it was not visible. A smog appeared in the cloud, in the atmosphere, and all those vehicles started collision. Due to collision, thousands of people lost their lives. So, at international community, people raised their eyebrow, and it was culminated into a non-governmental organization which was instituted in the year 1968, known as Club of Rome. Here, Club of Rome has nothing to take with Rome, Italian Rome. Club of Rome was one such agency to make aware the international citizens at the global level for the sake of resource depletion. This agency was responsible for first Earth Summit to be held in Swedish capital Stockholm in 1972, where it was resolved that every 10 years there will be Earth Summit or where there will be awareness programs for the international community to raise eye for consciousness. Ironically, only two head of the states appeared in that, Mrs. Gandhi from India and Robert Palme, who was later killed in 1986 when he was coming out of cinema hall. He was killed. Only two head of the states participated. Mrs. Gandhi had a very clear-cut deliberation over there, and India started its Project Tiger program in 1972-73, that is concluding year. That was held. In 1982, the Earth Summit was held in Kenya, and Ronald Reagan's dirty game in international politics at the time of Star Wars was responsible for absurd end of that. Then in 1992, in Rio, Earth Summit was held. I'll discuss it later. So Club of Rome, which started Earth Summit in 1972, was the awareness program for the sake of international community. In 1974, a great environmentalist called as Schumacher, he was French personality, based on Gandhian philosophy. Gandhian philosophy was that there is plenty of resource for everyone's need, but very limited for single one's creed. Based on his philosophy, Gandhian philosophy, he wrote a book known as Small is Beautiful. The same year, there was International Commission on Environmental Issues in the honor of Norwegian Prime Minister Mr. Brundtland, Remo Brundtland. The commission was established for the purpose of giving recommendation to the international community about vast, massive scale of depletion of resource, the growing problem of environmental crisis, socio-economic disparity, as well as biodiversity loss. The Commission, Brundtland Commission, gave its report in 1986 in the form of a book known as Our Common Future. In that book, there emerged a term known as sustainable development. Sustainable development was there. It was the brainchild of Club of Rome. Club of Rome had given the sustainable development concept in 1968 when it had given slogan that no blind opposition to development, but opposition to blind development. The present crisis is only due to blind development efforts. The technology which has blindly been responsible for harnessing depletion of the resources. So, Brundtland Commission's report, which came in the form of Our Common Future, where sustainable development term was coined, and sustainable development was defined as following: a development which meets the need of present without compromising with the future. This can be possible only by conserving environment. Sustainable development can be accomplished only when we conserve our nature and natural resources. Our common future, sustainable development, compelled international community to immediately join a meeting to address the issue of global emerging crisis and socio-economic disparity. This culminated in 1992's Rio Earth Summit. Rio is a city in Brazil known as Rio de Janeiro, where Agenda 21 came. In Agenda 21, one such issue was to have socio-economic disparity removal, that is, and to conserve biodiversity. So, in next video, I'll discuss Rio Earth Summit, its agenda and all. Thank you. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe my video so that I'll be motivated to benefit you with the more beautiful video, more informative video. And in the forthcoming videos, I'll give you more logical, geographical issues which will benefit you in the competitive examination as well as in your school and college examinations. Thank you.